DaVinci Resolve, the editing software that seemingly came out of nowhere. Kinda. The one that everyone seems to be switching to because it's superior to Premiere in every which way. Kinda. And the one that's listed in my resume as a software I know how to edit in, when in reality, I've never actually made a video with it. Okay, yeah, no, that one's actually true. So in today's video, I'm giving myself a challenge to learn and edit a video in DaVinci Resolve in just 3 days. So, small disclaimer, I recorded this intro a few days before I did the challenge, but I decided to make it a 2-day challenge instead of 3. So if you hear me say 2 again, just pretend it's the number 3. Okay, bye. Now, I don't live under a rock. I know a little bit about DaVinci, either from friends or YouTubers who have made the switch, or just watching random tutorials I found on YouTube out of sheer boredom in my free time. The video in question we will be making is a short Halo montage. As some of you may know, I'm kind of known for making Halo montages. I've made a few. So here are the rules for then creating the video. 1, I can only use DaVinci. I cannot use any other outside software. I have to only use DaVinci. And I want to point out right now too, I will be using the free version of DaVinci. I want to see what the free version can offer. 2, I can't change any layouts or keyboard shortcuts. I have to use whatever they have, standard or default. That rule may be a mistake, but we'll see. And 3, I need to do these 3 things within the edit. 1, at least 2 effects that use nodes. I don't even know if you can add an effect without using nodes, but I want to make sure I use the node-based system at some point. So at least 2 effects within the edit. 2, at least 1 sort of audio effect, something where I can actually use the audio interface and mess with that a little bit. And 3, you guessed it, color correction. It's pretty much what DaVinci is known for. I have to add some sort of cool color correction, and I need to play with the color correcting capabilities. So let's see if I can learn enough in DaVinci Resolve to create a short Halo montage in just 3 days. I have no idea how this is gonna go. So day 1 was composed of absolutely nothing but me learning the software. It actually wasn't as exciting as I thought it'd be, and to be honest, I don't know why I thought it would be exciting in the first place. Anyway, here were a few of the videos I watched, and they were actually very helpful, so definitely check them out. The real excitement was in day 2 when I officially started editing in it. And, well, you'll see how it went. When I drop this in here, will it...
Hopping off of that brand new pants. Okay, now no new friends. When I got that I made a 10. I key up, catch you morning, so talk always on my flip phone. They ain't said I got bad.
Okay, wait, why is it speeding up? Why is it speeding up? Why is it speeding up? That doesn't make sense. I don't get it. That should be something I should fix now. It's at 100. Oh, wait, at 24 frames. No, it should be at 29.97.
No, definitely not.
Okay, let's start over. Quit. Okay, we're starting over. The first part of the stream didn't happen. Delete. I'm fine doing everything again. I don't care. New project. We're just gonna go to the end, put the music in. And it's gonna sound fine. It's not gonna speed up, right? Right?
Talk about the money, nigga, bought it up, she talk about my day ones, nigga, bought it.
Okay, I think we're good. So I don't know. I don't know exactly what happened, but it seems to be working now. So I think the biggest thing is I'm fine with the magnetic feature if it doesn't impact anything else. But that right there is why I don't like it. Like, I just want to delete the selected. Yes. How do I do that? Oh, okay. So, delete and backspace are 2 very different things in this. See, this is why yesterday when I did a 2.5-hour stream learning DaVinci, I should have looked at the shortcuts because I'm specifically trying to go through this without using my own shortcuts, just using the shortcuts built into the program. But I should have learned what those shortcuts were. Okay, good thing I learned that early. Do I have to like go in here and do the little... Oh, dude, that scared the shit out of me. It's my dog. It's like, what is that? Like, here's the thing I am not a fan of, and maybe there's a fix that I just don't know yet. But why is it if I were to change something like this over here and speed it up like this, these move? Like, why do these move? Why? Oh, is it because I... Is that why? Did I just solve it? Dude, I need to open my eyes. It's because I had a freaking Ripple timeline. Why did I have Ripple timeline on? Was there a reason I had Ripple timeline on? I don't think there was. I don't think there should have been. I don't know why it was on. So far in this 2.5 hour stream, it has been nothing from me complaining about these little things that keep happening and then me coming to the realization that I'm the one doing it wrong and there is a incredibly easy fix. That has been the last 2.5 hours practically. Soft glow, where's actual glow? Pretty sure there's an actual glow in here somewhere, maybe. I could be wrong. I don't actually know now. Is there a glow? Oh, I can't use these, can I? Oh, I can't. Oh, there's so many things here. Waviness. Oh my god, I'm so stupid. God, I'm dumb. Literally, I was like the zoom blur, isn't it? Yep. I hate it here. I hate it here. Okay, well anyway, does it have a glow? Hey, look, a glow. Use the search above the effect. I've been looking for that search for like... I've been looking for that search for like a half hour, Broken. I didn't see it there. I kept looking here. I didn't see a search over here. So I was like, I guess there must not be a... Okay. All right, so note to self. Use eyes more. So I edited in DaVinci for the first time. So what did I think? Well, let me start off with what I liked about the program. First of all, the responsiveness and the snappiness of it was just so nice. Every time I click something, move something, cut something, or even switching between the different window layouts was just so fast and responsive. It was easily the best thing I noticed about the software. The second thing was definitely the render times, both in exporting the final product and rendering the effects as I add them. I never even felt like I really had to wait for any of the effects I added to render. It seemed like the minute I added them, they were instantly ready to play, especially when I had that render cache thing turned to smart, or whatever one of those tutorials told me to do. And then the third thing, which I know every YouTuber has said in all their videos, and I'm not gonna be any different, but I'm still gonna say it, is that it's free. It is amazing how much is in this program. The amount of effects, all the color correcting capabilities, all the audio work, all of the different windows, the 3D, the particles, all of that, and it doesn't cost a dime. It's honestly so refreshing. And those were just a few things that I liked about the software. There are so many other little things, but those are the 3 main takeaways I had from just the 5 hours of using the software. Now, I do have a few little nitpicks about this program, but I want to put a huge disclaimer right here. I've only been using this software for a few days, so a lot of my nitpicks are things that I might be able to fix that I just don't know yet because I'm not familiar enough with the software. So take all of my criticisms with a grain of salt. The first big thing I noticed was the difference between the inspector and fusion when it comes to effects. It seems like every time I added an effect to the inspector, it didn't perform as well or in the same way as it did when I added it in fusion. I don't really know why, and if the point is maybe to just use the effects in fusion instead of the inspector, then it seems a little weird that I'm able to do it in the inspector at all. I don't know, maybe it was just something with the way I was doing it, but it just seemed like they weren't one-to-one in that scenario. The second thing was, while I did praise its responsiveness and snappiness, there were times when I would hit spacebar to play the video and it would take a few seconds before it would play. Same with moving things around. Sometimes it would take a little bit longer, sometimes it would lag behind a little bit. Not all the time, but just a few times. Now, I will say, I've had these similar problems with Premiere and After Effects in the last couple weeks, and I've even noticed some stuttering in my streams and when playing games, so I think that might actually be a hardware problem with my computer rather than the software itself. If you guys have had problems like this with DaVinci, please comment down below and let me know, but I'm starting to think that it was more of a hardware issue on my side rather than the software side. That's why I said earlier, take everything with a grain of salt. And that was about it. Every other problem I had were problems of my own making. Me not understanding all the keyboard shortcuts or the window layouts, things that I can easily fix as I learn more and more about the software. Besides that, I really don't have much to complain about with the software, to be completely honest with you. So with all that said, is it worth switching to over Premiere? I would say yes. It has a lot more features, it just works better with your hardware and your computer, and I think it just understands what editors want. I think it lays it out in a great way, and I think it gives us almost everything we need. I do think there is a significant learning curve, especially compared to other softwares, but I do think the payoff is going to be much greater once you get past that learning curve. I think the hardest thing for people to get a grasp on would be Fusion and the node-based system, but if you've used another software like Blender, for example, or another software that uses nodes, you should be fine. And in reality, nodes really aren't that complicated once you start getting the basic idea of them. Now that all said, I don't know if I could make the full switch from After Effects to DaVinci. While I do think from what I've seen that DaVinci has the capability to match After Effects, I can't quite say for sure yet. I'm gonna mess with the software a ton, and if I can figure out how to do almost everything that I do in After Effects in DaVinci, that would honestly be huge. And this is me talking about the free version. I'm sure with the paid version, I'd be much more confident in saying that. So yeah, I think DaVinci is definitely the better software, and I think I was able to make a pretty damn good montage with it, especially for making the entire thing in just 5 hours. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Please comment down below which software you use, if it's one of the ones I mentioned or a different one, and which one you think is better. And stay tuned for another DaVinci video coming out soon where I'm gonna try to recreate some of the effects that are just in After Effects, but in DaVinci Resolve. But for now, I hope you enjoyed the montage that I created, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.
Dreaming of a brighter day, you know I had to dim it some. 찾아가야 되는 길이 이미 길어서 가야 되는데 hopping off of that brand new pants. Okay, now no new friends. When I'm a god that I'm innocent. 야 기억해 주머니 서 찾고 있어 my flip phone. 내 인생 like a bad dream 계속 서 있어. 뛰어로 원인을 속아서 적혀낸 바. Yeah, 시작 아직 앉아서 nothing. 사람이 뭐래도 I'm my babe. You wouldn't believe all the times in my life 내가 포기할 자신. 난 누구나도 봐도 알아줄 수 있는 거는 내가 파도처럼 I'm wavy. Rodeo driving, sunny we be riding. Top down, cruising down, freeway vibing. California calling, LA got the party. Chilling on a K-Town, terracotta get down. Hold on, yeah, hold on, yeah. Venice Beach, Malibu, that's the truth. Hold my soul, hold on, yeah, hold on, yeah. I talk it Beverly, half the century, know what I mean? Malibu and now with two. Sandy Beach is 소중한 내 소정 유는진이 계속 value you and Jenny cool. I'll be back in LA soon, guess that's the move, yeah. Malibu and now with two. Sandy Beach is 소중한 내 소정 유는진이 계속 value you and Jenny cool. I'll be back in LA soon, guess that's the move, yeah.